evening, everybody. August 17th, 2021. You know who's in the house. You got Shane, Steve, Beer Snack, Joe Brett, Molson, and of course you got me, Smoke Signals RF. Let's go. Get ready.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What is up? The caller was up.
I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, exactly. Listen, like you guys saw in the Discord this afternoon, I said my sanity break is tonight, so I'm happy to be here. And I always look forward to Tuesday nights with everybody, and happy that everybody in the chat's joining us. And what a week that's last week has been. But let's go around the room and see how everybody's been this week. And if you're in the chat section today, just give us a little update. How you guys doing? And if there's anything you guys want to talk about tonight, put it in the chat and we'll try and get to it. So Shane, what about you, buddy? How's it going?
Life is good, man. Aside from this monsoon that decided to show up today, life is good. I left on Wednesday last week and went to Colorado and turned my phone off for the most part, and had a fantastic time. Mountains were beautiful. It was like 80 degrees during the day and 50s at night. Went to a couple dark sites, went to some star parties, activated a park. Best 5 days I've had in quite some time. And I really needed that because the summertime work schedule has been such a pain that I needed an escape. That's for sure.
Yeah, some beautiful pictures that you took, some photography that I saw.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, Colorado is a gorgeous place.
It is. I'm threatening to move there.
I think everybody who visits Colorado thinks I'm going to move here.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I was getting ready to move to Texas so I could be closer to you all. Now I got to go to Colorado. Make up your mind.
Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate that.
Beer Snack, what's up, buddy?
You're pretty much looking at it. Just got done hanging out for the dev stream for FT8 off, which was all always fun. I had to do a little wardrobe change, and here we are, hanging out. You're looking at it. Tuesdays and Thursdays is where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. You're not going to find any content on my channel yet for a while.
and that is the bottom line.
That is the bottom line. Yeah, no, I've got too much stuff going on to be doing anything else right now. So, Bill Gowdy, what's up? Sorry. Go ahead.
Steve, what's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot. Dropped a video today since Shane wants to give me crap.
About time, sir. About time.
Yeah, just a
only
shorty,
waited a year for that.
Well, I had to get permission from people in the video, so since I'm not actually in it. But and then this weekend I spent a little time taking down what ended up being a 25-foot two section tower.
Nice. That was the crank up one, right?
Yeah. Dude, that is a gorgeous tower.
It is. So it's going to be about
you're going to have fun with
foot.
that.
That's like a lotto ticket.
Nice.
The man found a lotto ticket. That was very cool.
Is it only 50 feet? Is it only 50 feet?
Yeah, it's two 25-foot sections.
Only.
No, it looks so much higher than that in the picture, but I guess pictures are misleading. It looks like an 80-foot
well, it had
tower.
a giant quad on top of it, so
it always looks bigger in the picture.
I knew it.
That's what she said.
So much I want to say right now, but I'm going to be an adult.
Nope, I'm not. That's what she said.
I don't know about adult, but you are the senior citizen of the group, Don. So it's all right.
Hold on. Wait. How are we spelling adult? Are we spelling it A space DOLT?
Yes, exactly.
There you go.
So, in purple crayon.
And the picture I shared with you guys, I'm actually trying to scroll back through Discord now to find it. That was actually collapsed. So that was only about 30 foot.
Get the picture. We'll do a screen share to everybody watching so they can see it later on.
That'd be cool.
Bring that up. Izzo,
What's new with you, bud?
Cigar man.
Well, today's my Friday at work. I had such a crazy day. I had to call Shane and say, I gotta talk to somebody normal. Please take my call.
And you called me.
Shane?
Normal.
I called Shane.
Wow.
Well, let me tell you something. I was gonna hit the bat button, so all 5 of your phones are all gonna start ringing. Like someone did the last one. Someone did the last time. No, seriously. No, doing well. Listen, guys. I got a video coming out tomorrow night. I'll shoot out the link on Twitter tomorrow. Go to my YouTube page, Smoke Signals RF. You'll see it. I think around 7:45, right before Steve Good Games session goes live. I had really fun time making it. Sue helped me, and it was a fun video to make. And that's how it is. So people have been saying to me, hey, Don, what are you smoking for cigars? You never really tell us. So guess what? Every night or every Tuesday, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm smoking. And tonight, this is something new. It's from AJ Fernandez, who I love his product line. But this is something I never tried. And it just hit me. I said, I'm going to try. I bought 5 of them as well as some other ones. But this is the Man of War.
That's a great cigar.
Robusto number 2, 6. This is the 6-inch by 60. It's a
great
Nicaraguan. Cigar. Is it, man? I'm so far. I'm only about maybe an eighth of the way into it. And
so the first third's really good, and then when you start getting into the middle section of it, it'll start mellowing out a little bit. Just kind of give you a little break, and then it'll ramp back up again. I love the Man of War.
That sounds like the recipe for the Ham Radio Clubhouse is really what it sounds like.
All that excitement at the beginning, and then it just kind of died.
It just could be. So, Mr. AJ Fernandez, thank you for putting out such a great.
We hope he's watching.
Line. I hope he knows something. We got to get him on the show. So right? I'm gonna have my people call his people.
Wait, that would be me or Daniel, right?
Hold on a second. So
would be your people.
Do we want to see Steve's tower?
Yes, absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Okay, it doesn't look as big as I thought it did.
Yeah, that's collapsed.
That's what she said.
That is 25 foot to the top of the bottom section. Unfortunately, that cubicle quad that you see there was completely destroyed. The fiberglass just was weather checked, and apparently it's been up there a while. So,
it happened.
But
right.
that was a free tower.
I was about to say you can't take it down.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Cost me about $200 in fuel, and that was it.
Nice.
And
so
I had to buy my buddy dinner at Chick-fil-A. It is. It's a crank up.
So you're gonna add a motor to that, and
it's already got a rotor on it. I need to test it.
No, I mean the crank motor,
like a motor.
A winch.
No, that's
hand crank.
That's a hand crank. That's a manual, buddy.
Dude, we're hams. We modify everything. I expect you to get the Node Red from Kyle. I want that program so that when you turn the light on in your shack,
it rolls the tower up.
Okay,
I got an app for that.
It brings it down.
Yeah,
I got an app for that.
And that may end up getting a step IR on top of it. Just
saying.
Wait! I need my 3x5 card to say
So before we move on to the gentleman who has not had a chance to introduce himself, can we bring Joe Brett up to full screen? Because I would like to let everyone see Joe got some mojo in his internet, so we get to see him without it sputtering, without it chopping. The audio's great. He doesn't drop out 2 seconds after we come on stream. Look at that.
As it freezes.
Look at that.
Joe Brett, let me tell you something. If my sisters were not married, guess what? Guess who would officially be my brother-in-law? I don't care. They can all take a round.
That's how you make it awkward.
That's a true shotgun wedding. Get in there.
There you go.
Oh,
Joseph, we need to talk. What's going on?
That's your cue, Joe. Speak.
Well, Steve started talking to chat. So anyway, Joe Brett here, K5YVY, hoping to come to you a little bit more smoother than I have been here lately. We're still just sitting there hanging out with the boys and hanging out with the chat because I'm still waiting on my 705 to get fixed so I can make more videos.
You have a 7300, right?
Yeah, I do have that, but
You can go live now that you have internet.
I'm missing a child in here, and it's just not right.
Of course, Greg. Of course.
Did you see what Greg said?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we put it up on screen, so yes, we did.
I was busy replying to him. I'm like, sorry, Greg. Hell, you gotta get past Joe, Greg. You gotta get past Joe Brett. The sultry sounds of Mississippi. I don't know, man. That's a hard thing to.
So I know we're already 10 minutes in, and or 11 minutes in, and I should have brought this up at the beginning, but we have a lot of downloads going to the podcast, and there may be some people in that doesn't know who we are. So can we take just a second to go to each individual, your name, tell us who your YouTube channel is. Of course, the links to all the YouTube channels are down in the description of the podcast, but take just a second and introduce, because there's several hundred viewers after the live stream. There's a couple hundred downloads for each one of these podcasts. There may be some people who don't know us. So let's take 20 seconds, 30 seconds, however long, do a quick elevator pitch. Hi, my name is, and that's an Eminem song. And we'll just kind of let the folks who are new to the channel and new to
and that's what is going to happen in my head.
Yep.
My name is
Shane. Kick it off, buddy.
Yep. So my name is Shane, call sign K5QBF. I have a YouTube channel called This Side of the Radio. We do Parks on the Air. I won't say we do a lot of reviews, but I do try to talk about the equipment that I use while I'm out in the field, and try to just to demonstrate how fun it is to go out and do portable ham radio. That's kind of the gist of This Side of the Radio. So Daniel.
Yeah, me. Okay, yeah.
That's your cue.
Yeah, which one? I've been last
everything.
We called
me, Daniel, and
that one beer
Dan.
snack.
Yeah. All right, Daniel, Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar, also known as Molson, and my YouTube channel is We Build, We Learn. If the title doesn't tell you what we do, I failed miserably. So I'll hand it over to Beer Snack. Beer Snack, what's going on, bud? What's your channel?
My name is Dan. I like ham radio accessories, or could we also go with my name is Dan? Anyway, KD2 Dan KD2 FMW is my channel. Don't have much content out, but keep hanging out here with the clubhouse. You'll keep hearing me. Also, wait, quick plug. If anybody would like to buy us a beer, there is a link in the chat, or there's a link below the video, and I'll drop the link in the chat in a few minutes. You can buy us a beer. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you all very much.
Beer is same as a cigar, so either way.
Look at that.
Steve-O.
Joe Brett, was that moonshine?
No, it was water.
Oh.
See?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I saw a mason jar there, buddy.
No. Actually, this is grape juice. I'm getting my vitamins in, man, for the trip this weekend.
There you go.
Vitamin C.
Steve, call sign and channel, buddy.
Yep, Steve, KO4AFL Ham Radio is the channel. Gonna try to get some more videos out, but that first one is a little bit cringe, so I got to get better on the editing.
Wait till you're 100 in and you go back and watch the first one.
Oh,
like, wow, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Don.
So.
And I'm Don, W1FYG from Connecticut. My YouTube channel is Smoke Signals RF, and I talk everything about Parks on the Air POTA, some of the items that you can bring to POTA, some of the things you can keep warm, stay cool, keep the bugs away. We talk about cigars, all types of ham radio accessories, and my wife, who said she was never going to go in front of a camera, is now helping me, and it's sort of like when a woman calls CQ, there you go.
So you're saying when she's in the video, the likes go skyrocketing?
Hell yeah, they don't want to see me. They don't want to see this mug.
They want to see you get doused with a water hose. That's what it is.
They're like, Don, you hold the camera. Let her talk about it.
Kyle says this sounds like an AA meeting. Well, the AA meeting's almost over, so Joe Brett, you're the last one, and then I got a story to tell you guys.
All right, Joe Brett, K5YVY, and that is how you can find the channel. Just type in the call sign, and we do random bits of live streaming sometimes. Hadn't done it in a while, but we'll get back to that. And we do some recorded content every now and then as well.
And he cries about his 705 a lot.
Yeah, he cried. He'll show you what not to do to a 705.
Exactly. Well, we'll see.
That one.
We'll see. To be determined.
So
he's going to get it back. He's going to get it back.
to tell you guys about my week, I got a story to tell you guys about Sunday
Tell us
night.
about it, Molson. What happened?
All right, so Sunday I called my buddy who owns a restaurant. I also called my brother, but I said, "Hey, tonight let's have dinner, the two couples." He says, "Sure." He says, "Kitchen closes at 9." So I said, "No worries. I got to pick my son up at work. My son, he's 15. He works at a dairy farm. So he should be done around 7:30." So I drive to the farm. He didn't text me. I get there 7:30, and he's just like, he's the only one working. He says, "Dad, I got like 20 more minutes." I said, "Okay, no problem." I said, "I'll go to the store. I'll come back." So I went to the store, came back. He said, "Dad, I'm not done yet. There's no water pressure in the barn, yada, yada, yada." So I said, "Well, how long? Like I got dinner to go to, So he's like, so now it's like 7:50. He says, 20 more minutes, max, Dad. I said, no problem. So,
wow.
Although like no problem, but like, I'm not happy. Right. So now it's 8:10. Son gets in the car, put in reverse. I back away from the barn and I look up and there's like 10 cows just with their head around the barn like this, looking at me. And I'm like, Josh, the cows are getting out.
Right? I think you forgot something.
And he looks up and he's like, "Oh shit." My son's been there since like 5:30 in the morning. He worked like a 14-hour day, whatever. Okay. He's like, "Oh gosh," you could just hear the depression come over him, right? He's like, "Oh." So if they come towards me, they're heading towards the laneway that goes to the road. So I honked the horn. I didn't realize how many cows got out. It was like 80 cows got out.
Oh my God.
Through the wire, right?
Shit.
They start running away from me. Like they start running that way, which is good because it's a fenced area, but it's massive fenced area.
Here we go, Molson Rodeo.
Where's the Benny Hill? Where's the Benny Hill theme song?
I tell my son, I said, "Josh, call your boss, man. Like he's got to get here because like I'm not chasing these cows." I'm like, "Call your boss." He's like, "He's playing a baseball game." So my son's he starts going after them. I said, no, hold on. Let's get the tractors. We'll block the laneway, right? Next thing you know, I'm running, playing hopscotch through the field, trying to miss patties on the ground from the cows because they're there.
You better record.
Don't lie.
Landmines.
The cows don't graze in this area. It's a massive area. The grass is huge. So my son looks like a deer hopping through the field. Like he's like telling them like, he's trying to scare them back. And we're like looking like a bunch of crazies waving our arms and screaming to try and herd them towards the corner to go back in. Right. And then right when it's almost over, my
exactly.
Very good, Aaron. Very good, Aaron.
Next up on We Build, We Learn how to fix a fence.
then the boss shows up and it's completely on the other opposite side, right? And like they have these, you see the hay bales that are wrapped. They look like marshmallows, right? So some of them are like, the cows are stupid. Some of them are like stuck in the middle of the rows, like with their heads popping out, like can't get anywhere, right?
Let me get that.
So
picture.
like I go around, I'm trying to get them, and like in real next thing I realize I'm stepping in crap in my nice finished shoes, like they're my leather, beautiful
your dinner
anyways,
shoes. Your dinner/funeral shoes. I know that feeling.
By the time I got to the restaurant, it was 9:30. Kitchen's closed. I picked up my wife who was already there. Said, "Let's go home." That was my Sunday night. But I have to say, it was pretty comedic at the end of the day. So, like, it was an adventure.
Sounds like a circus, man.
Can you imagine the neighbors? "Hey, Bill." "Yes, Marge." "There's Dan out there flapping
Look out
his
the
wings.
window."
I wonder if he has that COVID. I wonder if he's got that Canadian COVID.
What's he chasing through the trees?
Why is his son?
What's his son?
Is his son on a pogo stick? What the hell is he jumping so high for? Hell, they're over.
No, it was the cows getting him back for wearing leather shoes.
Exactly. They're like,
very good.
It was like one of those knee high, like you ever see where people like do like they're running on the spot in the gym and they bring their knees up to their chin because like he's running through grass, like running through snow. So he's like,
what's that word?
You know what I mean? Anyways.
I mean, I drive by the gym a lot.
You
Does
didn't
this body look like it's seen the gym?
And you didn't record
It
any of
sees
this.
it as you drive by.
You need to record. Daniel, you need to have that. You need to have that selfie stick in the vehicle at all times.
At all times, exactly.
At all times. That
or a dash camera.
Dash, exactly. Something. Record it.
Good stuff.
Did we both hit it?
Wow.
Yes.
That's great. Very good.
I wasn't gonna let that one go.
Very good, Ron.
I
Nothing
think
puts
we
a
owe.
fine finish on a pair of shoes like cow manure. Nice.
I think I saw something pop up on your window a few minutes ago from
He
Scout
told me,
75. Oh, okay.
What's
Well, it's
this?
kind of hard not to when it shows up.
Well, it
Okay.
You heard the beer open. That was about it. And,
I didn't hear that.
anything, so-
Dadgummit.
We were all
Pay attention.
Turn the volume up.
loud. No, we
Oh,
were
I was
being
too busy
loud.
laughing at him.
Do it again,
That guy.
guy that done that, so we can hear the sound effects.
He's only been with us for
I hear that
he's only
again.
been with us for 24 weeks. You don't know his name? I know you had bad internet, but
No, I was talking about the anonymous guy that did the thing that made the thing come up on the screen that he said shh about.
The dude that did that.
Right.
Beep, 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 beep.
Man.
That's all.
we can now, man, Joe Brett's gigabyte internet is working great. We hear every now he's saying.
Right?
Can we test the mute button? No.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on.
That's awful.
Right.
That's very kind of you. So, guys, this week is a big week. Some of you guys are going somewhere, and Shane, why don't you take it off there?
Yeah.
Talk about that. And
So we are. I decided a while back to go to my first actual Hamfest. So I will be heading to Huntsville this weekend, and I will be spending about that much time at the Hamfest, and I'm looking forward to spending a ton of time at the campsite with. I heard that. Well,
nice.
man.
Thank
Someone. It just says someone. We can't thank. Well,
Yes.
someone, whomever you are, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
To the someone out there, thank you.
To the someone out there, and so I got my my plane tickets all squared away today. Had the cabin for quite some time. Myself and N8YO is going to be splitting the cabin there. I think we're going to be next to Steve and Beer Snack, and Joe Brett's going to be up in the family section. So we might see him sometime throughout the event, I think. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is meeting the people that I've come to know online, and I haven't had a chance to fist bump or elbow bump or shake hands or whatever you're comfortable with these days. So I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to having a good time. I think the festival is going to be fantastic. We've got an opportunity with Gigaparts to sit down with those guys at their booth for an hour and shake hands and pass out stickers and laugh and cut up and have fun and make fun of each other and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm excited about that.
You gotta watch it.
That's cool.
You gotta watch it. Shaq Greg's a hugger.
Oh, Lord.
A bunch of big old bear hugs.
Does that mean I need to bring my spray bottle that I use for my dog? Get back!
Get
They
off the
want you to
couch.
take out on the plane.
If it's empty, I can.
Chicken wing is a new COVID handshake.
There you go.
That's great, Kyle.
Very cool. Beer Snack, you're still going, eh?
So, with everything that's been going on here at the Beer Shack or the Beer Snack Shack, I am unable to attend this year, guys. I have too much going on here that I need to. I am unable to attend, and
Well, we will see the next one.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be another one, but it's not going to happen.
I
You
hear
guys
you,
know
man.
there's way too much going on for me, so
Uh-huh.
All good,
Trust
my
me.
friend. That's all
You
good.
don't even have to justify it to us, man. We know exactly what's up. And Steve, you're still going, and Joe.
I'm there.
Joe, you're going?
Yes.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
half of the clubhouse.
All plans, dude.
I was never going either. It was Dawn,
Bringing
so
goodies.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I got handouts.
I do too. I've got stickers. I've got 2 different kinds of stickers that I'm going to bring.
You know, it's funny because the wife told me to go and work told me I can't. I don't. Usually it's the other way around. but I got to tell you, everybody, I had like about 2 minutes of downtime today out of a 8-hour shift of nonsense and craziness. I went over to the Huntsville website, looking at all of the vendors who are there. There is still a great amount of vendors. For those of you who are going, you okay, man?
Bless
Do I
you.
need
You
to do
okay,
my
man?
No.
I'm an EMT. There is a lot of many great vendors out there, and I know I have supported many of them financially, and I wish I could shake their hands or fist bump them and say hello to them, thank you. But listen, you guys are going to have a great time. Just walking around, you know how it is. It's no different than going into your to your Walmart, to your Kroger's, to whatever, and be safe, do it smart, wear your mask if you got it, and but the camaraderie doesn't stop just because of this COVID thing. We're going to get through this, and let's just be smart about it. And but thank those people when you get into that arena. You thank them for because they didn't stop. They just because COVID came. Like I know my buddy Chris NI4L. He's going to have a booth down there, and TN07. They're going to have a booth down there. I have supported both of these guys with buying their product line. They didn't stop just because of COVID stopped. They kept making product, and that's a damn good reason why you say thank you to them. You say thank you to them, and you tell them Don Izzo said thank you, please. Thank you.
Well, listen,
we'll pass that along.
Listen, guys, we've been living through this for like a year and a half, 2 years. You guys know the protocol. Just keep safe, and everybody else who's going, you know what to do, and keep safe.
I got my mask.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
Yeah, that'll work.
You know what to do. You don't kiss and hug Shane, and you don't hump his leg, and you're good.
I'm vaccinated.
That's half the fun.
I'm sorry. I stole that from Plasma. Said that first. In all fairness, Plasma he said that. So
I have the stream up to full screen, so I apologize if I'm missing some of the things in the chat. I like seeing everybody in one big screen rather than several tiny little screens up here where I have to squint. I'm getting old,
Listen, guys, everybody, I know some people have different opinions, different other channels. You're all adults. Everybody makes their decisions, and that's it. And so I hope you guys have a great time. I hope you guys, and if I could be there, I would be there. So
some of these guys that decided not to come, if you look at their state numbers and then look down here, I completely understand. I wouldn't have done it either. Yeah. But for me, I'm 3 hours away. My numbers are their numbers. So I'm here already.
But guess what? So. In the end, everyone's listen. In the end, the Hamfest is still going to be the first Hamfest to get going since this thing called COVID started. Some people are going to buy something. There's going to be a winner. Someone's going to win those raffles. And guess what? Everyone's going to come home, and then we're going to get back. We're going to talk about it, and then we're going to get on the radio, and we're going to have fun. Point blank, move on. That's what I say.
Beer Snack, let it go. Let it go, Beer Snack.
Every time he grabs his cup, I become suspicious because he's trying not to spit something out.
That would be amazing if we magnified it where he just went all over with the
cup. Yes. And cool. At the 30-minute mark, I want to say there's 60 you fine folks in there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks for sticking with us. There's 22 likes. So if we could get another 25 or 26 likes in there, we'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hit the thumbs up.
Even if you don't like us, tell us too.
Even if you don't like us, yeah.
I see 40 thumbs up so far.
Oh, nice. I guess my stream's behind then. I'm trying to keep up with the chat on my phone here.
If you don't like it, I'm going to introduce you to my friend Molson, and he's going to talk to you.
Say hello to my friend.
That's right. I was chasing cows. I'm going to chase you.
You know what that story? You would think he was from Texas.
So I want to know: did anybody this weekend make contact with the Alaska guys we had on last week? Anybody in the chat? If you made contact, put a 1. And if you didn't, put it 2. So Shane, you made contact. Izzo, you made contact. Anybody else?
I didn't. It was just I was just saying that guy did.
I tried to listen. I couldn't hear them. I heard other people talking to them, but I didn't hear them. But there's some
believe in luck. If you believe in luck, and you know what we did. You know what I did. So last week we talked about putting them into Ham Alert, and I put them into Ham. And I don't understand why some calls make it into Ham Alert and some calls don't. I don't know if it's because they hit the pack or the DX clusters. Maybe I don't know the whole back room story. Maybe you guys could explain it to me and others. Is that what it is?
So the spotting page does not post or pull from the DX clusters.
Okay.
So if
they're working digital, that does.
Digital
Because-
CW because it comes off the RBN.
The RBN picks them up. Yep.
Okay, so I put them in there, and nothing happened. I think it was Friday. Nothing happened on Friday. Kind of forgot about it and then I pushed out a tweet on my. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, shameless plug here. So Smoke Signals RF on Twitter. I pushed it out, and then a couple hours later, I said I was in front of the computer, and I saw them on the POTUS spotting page, and I'm supposed to be outside helping cut the grass and doing all this other stuff. I'm like from the basement. I'll be right there. Of course, you know what that means, and
John fires up the radio.
Yeah, right. Well, Beer Snack knows in the fire department when we say I'll be right there, that usually means 30 minutes, and when it says I'll be home in a little while, that's like 60 to 90 minutes.
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours.
Well, 2 hours is a nice buffer. That gives you the extra 30 minutes. Finally, after about 30 minutes, I'm getting a little like, oh, they're never going to hear me. And then all of a sudden, and then I heard Dwayne say, that's Izzo. And when I tell you guys, talking about the fat guy here doing jumping jacks, going backwards, exactly, Joe Brett. I was doing the happy dance, and I worked the three of them, and it was. I went upstairs like all loud, and I'm like, "Hey, look at me! I work." And everyone's like, "You can get outside now." But no, she gave me a big kiss. She gave me a big kiss and said, "Congratulations, Marilyn." So,
Oh, you weren't dancing because you worked Alaska again? Woohoo! I worked Alaska.
I picked them up on the
20 meters.
Web SDR out of Utah.
Utah,
But
okay.
I was not getting out to them. I could hear myself coming back on the SDR, but just couldn't get that 100 watts over to them.
I'm playing with the notch and the RF gain, and I'm like, I got to figure this out and everything. But that I worked them on 20 meters using my NI4L. I know, shameless plug, but it works. Off center fed dipole up at 35 feet, and here in Connecticut. And I don't know, call it luck, call it whatever you want. But it was just so great when they acknowledged me. What a great feeling. Plus knowing that we had them on the show last week, and we're gonna have them come. Hey guys, we're going to have them come back in a few weeks. Let them get home. Let them get settled in. And we're going to have them come back. And we're going to just sit there and we're going to hear some great stories. They posted a picture today I believe, on Parks on the Air page of the of all of them and in front of that Buddy Hex beam and everything. So
I have to make a comment, though, because I tuned in. I think it was, 14,275. I forget what it was. But man, I've never heard POTA activations with so much rag chewing. That was an intense rag chew for a while there. So that was unique, but that's cool because they still made contacts. And I was completely confused. I was like, I turned to the frequency. I was like, these guys are talking about pilots and airplanes. What the heck is this?
That's called you running that activation the way you want to run it. That's what that is.
I know, 100%. I've never seen
I'm
that.
gonna rag you.
Stretch out that channel.
Well,
we have a question.
I think it's cool. I honestly think it's cool that they felt comfortable to do whatever they want. It's just the first time I've ever seen a POTA activation where they're not afraid to rag you. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
And I will take the first one on Joseph Collins. I have used the Web SDR once to dig somebody out of the mud.
Can I ask the question first?
Hold on. Start all over. Rewind.
We are doing this podcast style.
You gotta.
Do
you guys use Web SDRs to make contacts? Shane, go ahead.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Yes, sometimes I have been known to dig people out. Out of the mud using a Web SDR if I just need that little extra oomph in receive.
What signal?
Call it cheating. Call it what you will.
Guys, that was a very good example how you have to learn how to communicate in this relationship. Shane, you need to give the opportunity for Beer Snack to say something first before you respond, okay?
Life coach.
Dr. Phil.
But I can read his mind.
Life coach.
I used it once, and then I felt like I was cheating. I felt like, whatever, it's cool. But I was like listening on the Utah Web SDR, and I could hear the guy. I couldn't hear him on my reg, and then I'd like respond and going back and forth. And that was I afterwards I was like, Is that count as a contact? Like, honestly, that's a genuine question. Is that a
Why
valid
not?
contact, guys?
Are you using ham radio equipment to receive an RF signal?
But is it truly coming to my location? If I tell the guy 5'9",
Absolutely.
yeah, but my location to me,
You
to
have a
FN
meter on your
25,
You have a meter on that SDR.
Yes, but he's talking to me. So his thought is, I'm talking it down on FN 25, Grid Square FN 25, right? I'm not telling him I'm listening to Utah Web SDR. So when I tell him that I hear him 5'9", it's actually a lie. It's nonsense. I don't hear him.
You think he really cares?
You tell him the true signal report off your radio. Is it a 1-1?
You're a 2-1, buddy.
I'll give you a 5'9", a negative 5'9", buddy.
2-1. What's a 2-1?
You're transmitting locally, just receiving remotely. So if you can barely hear him at your station, but more clearly on the web SDR, give him your actual signal report of.
But isn't remote operations you receive and transmit from the remote location? Like, so I'm here, I log into something in Dominican Republic. You're doing both of them from there. I want to know from the people in the comments who are watching.
No, so if you're remoting into a station, that's a legitimate contact.
I want to know from the people in the comment, if you transmit from your rig at home, but you listen to a web SDR 3,000 miles away, is that genuinely, although you're using radio, is that legit? Just want to know. If you think it's legit, put 1 in the chat. If you think it's not legit, put 5, because Shane K5 is not legit on the response for this question.
Ooh.
Wow. You see what happens when the cows get loose? This man gets fired up.
So, Daniel, I have used the web SDR as a receive and transmit from my own location. But I usually tell them their signal report off the web SDR. And I do say listening on, Utah SDR, but transmitting from Echo Mike 92.
I got to take a second here. Hold on. I got to just acknowledge that for the first time ever, the Smoking Ape has given me props. Molson is correct. 5. Sorry guys, but the comment section has a lot of 5s in there. Just got to say.
Wait a minute. What are you correct about? About your SDR deal or about the K5 deal? You put 2 answers on number 5 there.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I was going to say,
I said 1 means it is. What did I say? I don't remember now.
Yeah. Think about it.
We need to rewind the stream here.
Let's all rewatch the stream right now.
Hold on. Wait. Instant replay. Let's get the instant replay. Let's go to the booth.
I can totally do that on my phone.
Okay. Knowing what one of these people responded very well, 5 means it's not a legit contact. Just that's what I'm interpreting, because there's somebody there that I know exactly what they would answer.
I want to know. I want someone to prove to me that I used an SDR. So contact to contact. Freaking ham radio. It's a hobby. Who gives a flying fart?
Shane, there is a spirit of radio that we must try to follow.
Exactly.
Okay.
I transmitted, you received, you transmitted, I received. Case closed.
So
guess what? If you're coming in booming into my station, I'm going to tell you you're 5'9", because half the time when I'm on a POTA location, I have a noise floor of S0. So a 5'2" signal is going to blow my ears out, and I'm going to give you a 5'9". Because you sound freaking awesome. If you sound like crap, if you sound like you're sitting in a freaking frying pan, you're going to get a 55 or a 53. If I can at least understand you, you get a 5. Everything else, who cares? Because nobody has a calibrated receiver that can tell you exactly what you're going to get.
You're 5'9" if I'm 5 like this, but if I got to put my ear to the speaker.
You're at 5'1".
Do that again, Don. I dare you.
Why do we do that? Why do we put our ear to the speaker? It doesn't help us, but it's psychologically.
Why do you turn down the radio when you're driving down the street to see the
so I can
house
see
numbers better?
That's what I can see.
Because every one of you have done it.
That's
How many of these have you had, Shane?
2.
So to answer Daniel's question,
oh, here we go.
This great man beer snack up there in the corner. What did you say on your podcast at Handem Thoughts? Why can't we just
fun?
Just have fun.
Have fun.
So
get out there and have fun.
If you're trying to do it for awards, then maybe you need to be a little bit more legit in the mass of thoughts. But other than that, just have fun.
Yeah.
Make that contact.
I just want to clarify. Sir Buffalo says, if you consider digital legit, then it's legit. I totally think digital is legit. I have no problem with that. It was a technicality, which I think
You're putting
Kyle
in the air.
Kyle touched on. So, Kyle, I like your answer, the real official answer. But I agree with you, Joe. Joe B. Or is it Bro J? Or is it
no.
Well, hold
Lord.
on.
First it was Meg, now it's Bro J.
Wow, Bro J. So hold it together, Kyle. Anyway, so yeah. Kyle
Let's move on
says
before we get in a fist fight.
well, all receivers have to be in a 1,000-foot diameter, so that's for awards, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, my laptop's right next to me, so
yeah,
that's a receiver.
That's right, Don N5 SKT. Enjoy your radio. That's right.
Exactly. I'm out to have fun, and rules don't make it fun.
No,
my rant is over.
Your rant is over. All right, what are we moving on to? What's next? You know, you're done yelling. Daniel's done yelling.
Another question in the chat. Let's go.
I'm phlegmatic. I don't like fights.
I hate it when mommy and daddy fight.
Shane,
okay. So we want to get controversial. Do you say please copy?
No.
Oh, please.
Why not?
I'm waiting for Kyle's response over here.
No, I never used to say that until Kyle brought it up, and it's sort of one of those things where, because of Kyle, everyone. Well, I have said it. I'm like, and I'll turn. I'll be like, Kyle, shut up, because he's right. You shouldn't be saying it, but because he said it.
Why shouldn't you be saying it?
It doesn't make sense. It's redundant.
But I like the way it sounds when it rolls off my tongue. It's just, please copy.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Please copy. Please copy K5YVY.
It's like on a repeater net. This is Ka-chunk.
Right.
K5,
But why not just say?
YVY.
Why not just say my call sign is? Instead of saying please copy my call.
That's
sign
too many
well.
letters. Too many words.
I usually just say this is. I don't say please
For
copy.
a ham radio operator
Syllables.
who doesn't like to talk, come on.
Have you seen Joe? Joe doesn't
Please
like
copy
to talk.
2 Alpha Sugar Charlie.
You say that. You say that, but you have people who complain
Sugar,
that,
baby.
Don, you say that ham radio
Sierra
operators
Charlie.
like to talk, but you know contests are ruining ham radio because you don't talk. So.
Oh man, do we have to debate you on this one?
We're not. I'm not. I'm just kicking. I'm just poking the bear. Okay.
Kicking something. I don't know.
You know, I wish I'd have thought about that when Hayden was doing his 24-hour live stream. I'd have just kept typing, please copy in the chat until he actually said it.
That would have been great. That would have been great.
Because Kyle was checking in on him to see if he done it. I seen Kyle kept popping in every now and then.
Listen, we know some people just thrive to do contests, and God bless you.
Yes.
Go for it. And you get guys like me who don't really care, and I'll participate mildly with a contest. But to me, POTA, and they're probably saying the same thing. Why is that crazy Don Izzo want to go out in the heat, in the cold, and everything, and go, and when he can be in the comforts of his shack, and I don't know, I do what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Joe, could you read something from the phone book?
Yeah, Scout is right. Scout is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So for those of you listening on podcast, Scout says everything sounds good when Joe Brett says it. The dude could read the phone book and people would listen.
Yes, he's
Now,
right. Scout is right.
For those of you who didn't know or didn't see, Hayden from Ham Radio DX, he contested for 24 hours straight. He had a
that
personal
poor
goal
guy.
He's the
to get
man.
above 1,000 points and I think over 200 contacts or 250 contacts. He looked dead after 20 hours. And Joe, you took screenshots and like he looked everything from incapacitated to drunk but he kept going. It was actually comedic to some of his facial expressions were like, you know, the look that your parents would give you was just like that cold, dead look. And he looked like, yeah. So Hayden, you did a fantastic job. It was fun to see you beat your record, but you didn't win. As far as I know, but anyway.
Wow. Shots fired.
But like Andy Cowley says, Andy Cowley said, he said he's the winner in his book. He's the winner in my book too. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that.
Oh.
That's like we got. What are these different emotions here? This is dismay.
He's thinking.
He's sleeping.
He's trying to please copy.
That's
He's like, why are these assholes saying sugar? I don't.
So the bottom one is hiding his tears. Look at that. That's what I'm talking. Go back to the beginning of that video.
Oh, hang on. We'll see when it's over. Look at this face when it's over.
Finally.
Finished off with 669 QSOs and over 1,049 points. So great job.
Good job.
So let's give some. So for those watching the podcast, the bottom picture is hand in his
Watching
face,
the podcast,
crying into the palm of his hand. Yeah. What's the next one up?
I'm glad you don't call football live. So there goes John. He's trotting across the field, and that's a base of football.
Hayden knows I support him, and he knows that I like, but I have to have fun with this because those are some great pictures Joe Brett took.
Like I know how Joe Brett. What I get sitting there running a POTA for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, man. It's and you get in that zone. You get in that zone, then all of a sudden, it's like you got to walk, you got to stretch, you got to move the neck, those chiropractic moves you got to do to yourself, and it's
And for those that haven't seen it, Hayden's channel is Ham Radio DX.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Great channel.
Yeah, no,
great channel. I just happened to be on there talking about POTA, so if you want to learn about POTA, come join us over the live.
You did that over there? What was it called? What was it called? POTA? What's POTA?
Pox in the air.
Pox on the air? Oh, that's that's the Boston. Is that from Boston?
I don't know. It's like Texas, Boston. I don't know. It's another one of my fake accents.
Wow.
So Shane.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy?
There's something wasn't there something you wanted to discuss? We talked about earlier before the show. What's that look around? No? Okay, forget it.
No, he's looking around because he's trying to remember. There's been too much alcohol between then and now.
Too much alcohol.
Shut up. I've had 2 beers, you jerk.
Wait a minute. He's like, wait a minute. That thought's 2-1. That's not 5-9. That's a 2-1
right.
thought. I don't know. What are you saying?
So, guys, I have a thought. So, antenna season is coming to an end. Sooner than later. October is pretty much.
I don't know.
Who?
It's the time when you build your antennas and fix them and modify them, like the permanent installs, not you POTA people, and not people who live in Florida. You guys don't know what winter is.
Here we go. Press 1. Press 1.
Stop it. Anyone who lives like in the upper half, like New York, New Jersey, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. People.
Okay, so you're talking the Mason-Dixon line.
68 degrees today, and it's cold, and we're like minus 30. It's like, oh yeah. So for us northern part of the continent, and Tennessee is coming to an end. Does anybody who's watching tonight, do you guys have projects that you're working on that you guys are trying to get done before the end of the season, before it gets cold out and bitter? And if you are, let us know, and let us know what projects you're doing in the chat. And I want to know if Ariel Rod, as we call him, is your PBJ antenna, is that finished? Because we need to know a little bit more about that. because it's been a while since he's been on, and he's also another one who has to get a little bit of internet service improvements, or he claims it's his router.
Molson, I will tell you, and maybe there's some guys out there who will agree with me. There's a myth. If you put up an antenna, whether it's VHF, UHF, wire, it doesn't make a difference. We'll call it antenna. You put it up in bad weather, it'll stay up forever. There is something about that myth that I have been out, even when it starts getting dark out and I'm using flashlights and and torch and tiki candles and lights and just a scene light, my emergency scene lighting, and guess what? That antenna will stay up forever. It's just something, I swear I don't like putting them up in perfect days. Won't do it. It's like there's a myth, there's a hex, there's a some kind of mojo over me. So I put up in bad weather and it stays up. It stays up.
Sounds like Shaq and Greg putting up antennas in a thunderstorm.
That sounds smart.
That I have.
That explains a lot. Actually,
that I have not done.
That explains a lot.
I'm not playing no Ben Franklin here.
Exactly.
And that is why I'm going to try to figure out how to automate that tower. When there's lightning in the area, it's just going to lay it over in the backyard.
There's going to be lightning, and it's just going to go.
I think Kyle talked about on someone's stream. He talked about a system for that that was like that, where if you don't override it, or it's something about the disconnect, it would disconnect your antennas, but like it won't roll down the mast, but it will disconnect the antennas. So Kyle, if you want to reiterate that, put it in the chat.
I've seen a couple of guys that have a slip-on connector that they have an actuator on it that it would pull the coax away and disconnect it.
Doesn't Santiago have something like that?
Yeah,
he's got that with the 12-volt actuator.
I've seen a couple others out there. Yeah.
I was actually talking with a gentleman on one of my videos, the coax patch panel, about taking the coax patch panel and modifying it into exactly that with an actuator. So that's probably one of the plans. One of the things I'll be doing over the winter time is to finalizing that and making it so that it can disconnect and reconnect. And so that's he shared those pictures with me, and
their Kyle is the Paradon Auto Antenna Disconnect.
Yeah,
from DX Engineering.
What happened to using bacon grease inside a jar?
Oh, you just stick the end of the coax in the glass jar and watch what happens.
That's what I heard.
Kyle, check your Discord if you'd like to come and talk about that on the stream.
Yeah, really. Kyle, come on board.
No, Jeff, guys, I'm not in Florida.
I just want to go through a couple of the comments here. People who have their projects that they're doing, but Jason N3YAZ says weatherproofing all his coax, and he's saving the tower project for 2022. Jeff, November 4, Papa Oscar Delta is bought an HF6V and trying to clean and tune it. And Andy Cowley says he's putting up a second mast. You guys see any more there? Don,
nice.
Yeah. N5SKT says lots of 3D printing and playing with Radio Berry. And there's all kinds of projects. It's what I like about the winter time in doing Ham Radio. I find that last winter, there's just so much more time to, you come in at the end of the night, it's dark outside. It's like a different mindset in wintertime, and it's like it just opens up so much time to work on little projects, and it's just more suited for like Ham Shack projects, and I enjoy that.
And Kyle is going to join us. He said give him a couple minutes to get squared away, so he's going to come in and talk about that automation. So I sent him the link in Discord. And for those of you who are new to the channel, in the description is the link to both Toad's Discord and the Clubhouse Discord. So if you'd like to come and chat and say hello and see all the shenanigans that go on there, come join us in Discord. If you have questions, shoot us a message in Discord. There's a ton of people in there that will have a wealth of information for you.
And at the very least, guess what we do every morning? Tell them, Shane. What do we do every morning?
We say good morning.
We say good morning.
And how do you do and how are you?
That's right. And sometimes we even say good night.
Sometimes.
I
usually
say
pass
good
out
morning. Good morning. Hopefully today doesn't suck. That's usually how it comes out, right?
Pretty much.
Yep.
And Dan, you have your infamous let Monday do its thing.
Just let Monday do its thing. Just don't interfere. Just let it happen. Just relax. Let it happen. Just breathe through it, and it'll be over soon.
Breathe in.
Yes, Greg. This is the anti-hair club for men. Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Hey.
I will sport my lack of proudly.
All right.
You mean to tell me
who
I
I
have
haven't seen in
hair
chat yet?
Yes, you do.
I got the most hair of all you guys on my, at least on my head. You serious?
Well,
Hang on.
Yep. Yeah.
yep. Don
You got
wins,
us all beat.
but I cut mine this short, so only.
Yeah, I
'cause
do
it's going
too.
Here.
Oh, come on. You got 2 bat wings on your head, just worse, almost as bad as mine. You're missing 90% of the hair on the front lobe. I cut my hair like this.
Here it is. Put that hat back on.
Nobody makes the top of the,
Exactly.
nobody intentionally makes the top of the hair look like the grass medians in the Florida streetways. You know, like, come on, you got that strip right down the middle.
Yep.
Well, at least you didn't say the grassy knoll.
I get cut once a week, and it's a high and tight flat top. And let me tell you something, there is nothing like that first day. It is so clean. I feel like I got 10 pounds off of me. I love it. I love that feeling. It's if I could have it done every 3 days, I'd have it done every 3 days. But
I hope it didn't hurt your feelings,
no,
Steve.
Greg,
If I didn't,
no.
sorry.
No. You're dead on.
He's gonna cry himself to sleep tonight just because you made fun of him.
No, actually, I was just thinking. You know who we haven't seen in the chat yet?
Who dat?
No.
Tank Radio.
He's,
Wait,
I
if
think
you
he's
say his
getting
name,
ready to
Oh,
I
go
think
away.
he's
He's
driving. He's either packing or driving, getting ready to go to Huntsville.
Yeah.
hey guys,
He's got a process.
I want to say something about
4
Frank.
days.
Very, 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 very serious. I want to give Frank some very serious props. And Dennis, as we all know, 86DM, the great podcast, one of many great podcasts out there. So Frank is up. Frank's session is up there. Go check it out. Listen to it. I thought Frank made a very interesting point about kit building. Frank said, if I'm going to build a kit, I want to be able to use it. I just don't want to make it and then I don't get that full fulfillment of it. And I never thought about that because as a kid from the 70s, getting those Heathkit and Radio Shack Science Fair projects and building the AM radio and building this and building that. And a lot of times, except for the AM radio, which I used a lot, but other than that, a lot of those things, I built them and didn't really know what I was building and just kind of sat away and then it got torn down. Something else got built. But Frank made it, like I said, so if you're going to build something, just put a little thought process. Maybe I can build it, but I'm going to use it. It's going to be part of my shack in some way, whether it's operating, maybe it's going to be a clock, an accessory, a clock, anything. But use it. I think you'll get more out of it. And I want to say kudos to Frank for saying that because. And plus, I heard so many other great things that Frank said.
Well, and if you're going to go listen to that podcast, when you start it, make sure you're not wearing your headphones.
I can only
Rest in
imagine.
peace, my eardrums. But
we also learned about barbecue and pizza. What else did we learn by listening?
Yep.
To
Since he's not here, let me
we
show
should
you
talk
guys a little something.
Oh,
Nice
is that a
Tank
surprise
Radio
for
hat.
him?
It is.
Oh my God, his ears have got to be ringing right now.
Oh yeah. He's gonna go watch this and then be like, "Where is it?" As soon as we get to Huntsville.
Right.
Man with the flow.
Kyle, good evening.
Hello, Kyle.
Hello.
Kyle,
how are
what's
you?
up, my friend?
Thank you for coming on board tonight.
Please
Yeah.
copy 5-9.
Yeah, please copy. Please copy. We're all please copy tonight.
Roger.
That's all I'm going to do in Huntsville is I'm just going to say please copy to everyone.
Please copy. My name is Kyle.
Even on the HT when we're standing next to each other activating the park, right?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be.
Absolutely.
I should get a new name badge that just says
Just please
AA0Z.
copy.
Please copy.
Don't be somebody making the badges. You know that.
Exactly.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Now you've given Steve some ideas, and his dad's works in that industry. So get ready.
It's going to be a
It's
team
coming.
next week.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one that says please copy my call sign, and then we're going to get a little cow in for Molson with a fence.
Sorry, what did you say? I heard my name. I was busy reading something.
Oh my God! Like one of those Chick-fil-A cows, that's standing up on two legs, trying to get over the fence
with his arms over the fence.
Yeah, the arms over the fence.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Drink more Molson.
Yeah.
Moo.
So Kyle, thanks for joining us tonight. So you had talked about on a few streams back, I don't remember exactly where, you had talked about automation in the shack where if there's a lightning alert or something like that comes around, that you could disconnect remotely. You could disconnect your antennas or whatever. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so the system is called Node-RED. It is a free system. You run it on a Raspberry Pi, so you can load it on a dedicated Pi, and it runs in your shack. And it's all about automation. So you guys were talking about Hayden's 24-hour stream. Just think whenever you're on hour 22 and you want to switch to 80 meters and you've got an amplifier, right? You got to do 5 things to get your shack on 80 meters. And at 22 hours into a contest, if you can hit one button on the Node-RED and it just does everything versus you turning all the knobs and whatnot, just think how much easier that is. Yeah. So that's what Node-RED can do for you. But it also, one of the things that you were saying, Shane, is you can put a flow together that pings open weather maps, and it tells you where the storms are in your area. Well, it says if it's going to storm, and if the weather says rain or thunder or warning, you can program it to basically just do whatever you want it to do. And one of the things you can program it to do is turn the power off to those Paradan antenna disconnects, and they're PL259s on each end, or maybe they're SO239s. What's the SO239s, right? Yeah, 239s. And you plug your radio into one side and your antenna into the other side, and whenever you give that power, it connects the antennas, and whenever you disconnect power, it shuts the relay off and grounds the antenna. So once you do that, you get yourself just a 12 volt, 1 amp power supply, and whenever there's a storm in the area, you just turn that power supply off, and boom, you're done.
Interesting.
So technically, you could hook it up to the clapper where you could clap, and it would
clap on.
It has Alexa and Google.
Ooh, nice.
And the clapper. It's got all those plugins.
So I'm looking right now on.
He broke himself. Look at that.
It's so dumb. What's up with the clapper? Clap on,
we're just showing our age.
Off. Listen.
What's the sound of one hand clapping?
Shutting off your toilet during a lightning storm is very important. I don't care what anyone says. Nothing is worse being on the crapper when an electric storm comes through.
Right up the old Schuster.
Hey Kyle, I have a question about. I just Googled these Paradan radio connectors that you're talking about. I can share it on the screen so people can see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Share screen. This one here.
Be a second.
Share. And I'll just do this. All right. So these are them. This is the one you're talking about, right?
Right.
So inside of that, is that just like a relay, or is it actually like, how is it like? If it's a relay, are we concerned about arcing or anything like that with the lightning, or have these things been like, are these built?
No. So those devices, from what I understand, and I talked to the guy who created this down in Hamcation down in Orlando, there is a relay in there that is an antenna relay, and then also there is a lightning arrestor that is built into this thing, and then it's got the ground. You see the ground there. Yeah. You ground that to your grounding system, and it disconnects the antenna and shunts it to ground. So
it's like a gas discharge tube, like a regular.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the antenna arrestor is. So you're going to have to do some more research. I did not ask him what type of arrestor it was, but he said there's one inside each one of those. And then I was like, whenever I was driving home, I'm like, well, how do you know if it was busted or not? I guess whenever you latch the relay, nothing happens. Like
nothing happens, right?
Yeah,
right.
so you're still not going to have any antenna.
Huh.
But you should have, I mean, I'm going to give you good practice here. Everyone should have antenna arresters if you live in, especially the Midwest here, where we have lightning storms, during the summer almost every day. You should have lightning arresters on your antennas that go directly to the ground if you want to be 100% protected. Now, does everyone do that? No. It's whatever your risk level is, right?
Right. Yeah. Good point. As well as it doesn't have to be a direct strike. You can get something from miles away, static, just the electrical discharge from miles away. I have heard.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just don't think lightning hit my house. No.
So you can also get it. You can also get it reversed through the house ground too.
Yeah.
Like if it hits a tree, if it hits the tree outside, like say 50% of that's going to go on the ground, it can go back reverse through your house ground, not even come through your antenna. And that's where, like, if you disconnect your antenna, you might get it through the house ground too, depending on how it strikes, where it strikes. And it's really can you solve every issue with lightning? Probably not.
No, my grandfather and I had a very, very long. My grandfather always said, doing something is better than doing nothing. However, homeowners,
100%.
that's what insurance for. Renters, that's what renters insurance is for too, and it's the best way.
So
peace of
on
mind.
on my, since the 705's not here, my other baby here, the 7300. If there's a really active lightning storm that makes me pretty uncomfortable, I'm not only unhooking the coax from it, but I'm also unhooking the power supply wires and the USB cable from the computer. I'll just box it up if I have to.
Take it inside with you.
Yes.
Bring it in your bedroom. Bring it in your bedroom.
Yeah. Tuck it in. Put a blanket around it.
Tuck it in. Read a midnight story.
Tell it don't be scared.
Do what you gotta do.
You're always like you're always like, Joe, why is your head like a 90-degree angle of your body? I got my 7300 underneath my pillow.
Yeah.
Ethernet and USB connectors are one of the most lightning prone things.
Yes,
right?
they are.
Yeah. Are they really?
Yeah.
And there is Tank Radio.
Oh, yep.
Who
So
said
do we really want to read that out loud?
Who said Beetlejuice?
So
grounding. Oh no! That's like
wow.
asking about abortion during Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Jeez.
Whoa.
That
Tank
is.
took it to 11 there.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
I thought
He took Ham harder to a whole new level.
Yeah, talking about chasing cows.
Yeah, right. If you want to get a really good simple book on grounding your shack and everything that you should be doing in your shack for grounding, the ARL has an excellent book. It's by Ward Silver on bonding and grounding your shack. If you want to do any bonding and grounding, get that book. It's $20. It's going to be one of the best books that you have in your arsenal, because I have learned so much from that book. There you go.
Look at that. Look at that.
I have. Hey guys, if you need to send somebody a Christmas gift, or somebody wants to buy you a Christmas gift, that's what you ask for. That's exactly what you ask for.
Yeah, that is a very good book. A lot of those pictures come from Ward's contest station, where my remote station is at. So,
very good.
So
So
Kyle,
your remote contest as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It is and what kind of signal report do you give out when you're on the remote station?
Everyone's a 7-7.
Please copy.
I give out 6-11s. 6-11.
You know something? We should do that. We should give out next time we should start giving everyone 7 and 7. And can you imagine what they're going to say? And some of those serious guys are going to be like, "What? What? How can
My scale didn't go up to 7."
I can't wait to
7 and 7. You make me want to drink.
Yeah.
That's alcohol.
Seagrams. 7 and 7.
So, Kyle, you're Node Red at the to pull it away from making fun of me before. You're Node Red. Do you use what?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Don. Go ahead, Don.
I'm sorry.
Say it. Say shit about me.
No, I almost shot my cigar. Scout 75 just put an excellent topic in the live chat, and I almost just dropped my cigar. Can you guys see it?
Read it out loud, Don. You asked for it. Read it out loud.
I have a large family, and I bring up politics at the table just to make sure enough people leave so I can have a second piece of pie. Thank you for that 15 seconds. I'm sorry.
So and if you haven't seen it already, go check out Scout 75 on YouTube. He did an excellent video today on the Yaesu. Was it FTD5 whatever, what have you? Yeah, great video.
FT5D. Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
So Scout was responding to Tank Radio's comments saying that talking about grounding and amateur radio is like us talking about politics at Thanksgiving dinner, which yes, you are correct. You are correct. Now, Kyle, question for you. You're Node Red. It obviously shows I didn't watch it all. Sorry to say that, but I want to watch more of it.
Not really.
Are you controlling off of a touch, like a little touch screen, like say a Raspberry Pi touch screen, or are you actually have a program you're logged into on your computer?
It's web based. You just go to the web page.
Okay.
So you program the Node Red. And then it's got a dashboard, and you put the buttons on the dashboard, and then you go to a certain URL, and that is your dashboard, and it's got the buttons on there, and you can click the whatever you need to click. You know, there's gauges, there's charts, there's all of the things that you can put on the dashboard. Some of it is clickable, and some of them is just informational.
Do you have to have it web-based, or can you do it like isolated, like a local system on just like literally? Can you have like a desktop little app window that you can just push buttons, or does it have to be web-based?
No. Well, yeah. If you got a touch screen, but you would have to load the web page on that touch screen, right? So if you got a 7-inch, like you could even take, I've got a Stream Deck here, a Stream Deck. I got a Stream Deck.
Really? Is that still ham radio?
And I have programmed some of the buttons on the Stream Deck to do whatever I need to.
See Kyle's only hams.
Yes,
Kyle's trying to get a straight face, and we're dying to throw digs at him right now. You know that.
Visit my OH at.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Molson, it's web based. You have to load it on a web page.
Okay, so then does each device and every accessory that I have, do I have to buy a module that switches it, or how does it work? So I have my FT950 in front of me. I want, can I control the rig itself, the rig power itself through that? Or are you just talking about these accessories that you buy, like the Paradigm?
So it's mostly accessories, but if you can we're working, so the Groups.io, if anybody's interested, go over to Groups.io and search on Node Red Ham Radio and join the group. And there are so many smart individuals, programmers that do this, not Node Red, but they do this for a living. They program for a living. They are figuring out the cat control and like Yaesu and Kenwood and ICOM, and they're basically backwards engineering it to the point where you can plug almost any radio into your Raspberry Pi or get information out of it, through a serial port or a data port or something, and get it into Node Red so you can do something with it. The nice thing about the flexes and anything that talks serial Ethernet, to serial data. So like the Elecrafts, your antenna tuners, all of that stuff is just basically RS-232, right? And if you can get RS-232 out of it, all of that is just plain text. You can sniff all that stuff, and typically a lot of vendors put all of that stuff on their website to say, an F and a comma will engage the radio or engage the antenna tuner. So all you have to do is send a F and a comma through Node-RED to your serial device, like to a FIDI device that is a USB to serial device, plug it into your Elecraft, the back of your Elecraft tuner, and send commands to it.
So let's say I built myself this automatic disc. I don't buy the Paradan radio disconnect.
Yep.
I built my own, like the actuator we were talking about that the gentleman in the Discord did.
Yep.
Where it literally just disconnects it. If I have a 12-volt relay with that, do I then need to take a relay board?
Yeah, you need to get a relay board, right?
So a relay board that is USB connected to the computer, and then you would address that relay board, I guess, and then...
Well, you would just connect it to... The easy way would just be to connect it to the GPIO pins on your Raspberry Pi.
Okay.
And just control it directly from the GPIO pins. You can, yes, and that's another way you can do it, is you can get a USB relay board and connect it to your Pi. You can connect it to your computer. But keep in mind, you probably want all of the things that are connected to Node-RED to be on 24/7. Right?
Why is that?
Well, what if that computer?
Them.
Yeah, for you to control it. So what if that computer that you have got things plugged into, you can talk Node-RED to the computer, but it's a little bit tough. So I don't know if I would do it that way, but I would, if you can get all of your devices connected to your Raspberry Pi or get them on your network, your data network through like an RS-232. To Ethernet port, then all of them are on the network 24/7, and they're there.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where I was asking if it's strictly internet based, because just like you're saying, sometimes people don't have their computer on. I live in the country. Sometimes my internet, and Joe Brett's has the same issue 90% of the time. Our internet's not reliable, right? So if you have a web-based program that you are controlling stuff and your internet sucks, how do you control it locally?
You have to be, well, you get into the Node-RED webpage, and everything that is local on your network, on your Node-RED that's connected to your Node-RED is controllable.
Can you come in through a cellular network?
Yeah, you can come through. As long as you can get to the...
You just need a local network.
Right, and as long as you can get to the web page, you can control anything that is connected to that Raspberry Pi that's running Node-RED.
So just in case people aren't following what Node-RED is, it's, you see those commercials where you can control you can buy those adapters. Now, this is what we're talking about for your lights and all that, and you can control it from your phone, turning stuff on and off. It's about automating in the same way your shack, and it's a web-based controller, kind of like your phone is for some of that stuff. You can control your house lock sometimes from afar away. It's kind of the same thing. It's just automating through a web-based program your shack. So if you're not home and it's lightning warning, you can make it automated where it'll disconnect your antenna switches, so you protect your house. You can all kinds of stuff, right, Kyle? That's the ins and out of it.
So if you've got a Node-RED server running, and it's just like running a server or a service inside your house, you got to expose that port through your firewall, right? So one, I probably would not recommend that you expose the Node-RED port, to the outside, because there is security. You can configure security on the Node-RED web page. It's a pain in the butt. I wish they'd make it a little bit easier, but you can do that. But what I would recommend is, if you want to get into it from the outside, you use some type of VPN or some type of service to get you back into your local network.
Kyle, do you have a video on this on your channel?
I do. I've got 2 or 3 videos on Node-RED, and I'm about ready to. Yeah, I'm about ready to start a series on that. There's a ton of information on the Groups.io. Go to the Groups.io. Go and load some flows. There's some videos on my website to how you load Node-RED from scratch and to get you started. I'm going to be doing some series or some videos on. There's a ton of stuff on how to do ham radio stuff on Node-RED, I'm going to be doing some other stuff like how to get all your cluster server stuff into Node-RED, and how to Molson, how to turn off your paired AND disconnects whenever there's lightning in the area, and kind of go through the flows and show people how it works. That is just on the cusp of ham radio. Like there's a ton of like, control your amplifier, control your flex, control your KS or your K3S. All of that stuff is on the group's IO, and it's all free. You don't have to pay anything. It's all downloadable. But whenever you get on the other cusp of ham radio, like, well, how do I turn a relay on and off, or how do I do this and how do I do that is related to related to ham radio, but might not have a flow. We're going to go through all that stuff, and I'm going to learn with the people in the chat, and we're all going to just learn together. So
cool. I'll make sure and link your YouTube channel in the description of this video for those on podcast as well as those that are watching tonight. If you want to go check out Kyle's channel, get the links there. Well, I think Joe Brett's already put the Node-RED playlist in the chat. So
Thanks,
yeah,
Mike.
so if you've got some if you've got some deep dive questions,
he's not sleeping over there.
Reach out to Kyle. He is a wealth of information on all of that stuff. That's fantastic.
I got a question for Kyle.
Yeah.
So Kyle, you brought up a great topic. So let's just say Joe Ham is building his shack. He's building out. He's putting a lot on paper right now. Now comes this great thing called Node-RED. What do you recommend? Build out your shack, or start with Node-RED first and then build out after?
No.
So component. What do you recommend?
Build your shack first, but what you want to do is, if you want to keep in the back of your mind, you're going to automate this, and you want to put some automation in it, and you want to maybe work from not from home. You want to go out on vacation, but you still want to get to your ham radio stuff. Go to the Node-RED Groups IO and take a look at some of the hardware that the flows have already been built, and maybe that would influence your decision on, I'm not going to buy that antenna tuner because maybe it's not well received in the remote control community. Maybe I'm going to spend another $50 more and get this antenna tuner that I can remote control.
Right. So at somewhere, don't box yourself in for future expansion then.
Right. I mean, there's some good decisions you can make, and there's some bad decisions you can make regarding
all the experimenting too.
Exactly. But if you've got a good deal, ham radio is about having fun and experimenting, right? So if you've got a good deal on an amplifier that is 500 watts and it's in your price range, but it's not remotable, and that's what you need, buy it, right?
Yep.
You can always go and give it to, sell it at the local ham fest, in 2022, and get some dollars for it, and go out and then upgrade your shack and buy something that you can remote.
Baby steps, work your way up there. Good. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent answers.
But
Kyle,
remoting is our putting the Node-RED is very cool. It takes amateur radio, to a present and current future, or a future that I didn't know that you could do it. So this is just a little another avenue of ham radio that you can dabble in. But like I said, right down the rabbit hole. But it is a contester's and a DXer's dream on being able to hit one button and have 20 things happen automatically, so you don't have to worry about doing the wrong thing whenever you're in hour 36 of a 48-hour contest.
Right. Good point.
And you said the Stream Deck helps you with that?
Yeah, it's big and mighty. Let me tell you.
So I think you're overcomplicating, Kyle. We all wake up at 3 a.m, half asleep, find the bathroom, lift the lid to the toilet, aim perfectly, and then flush the toilet without any second guessing. It's not that hard to switch to 80 meters and tune it up. Come on.
Well, Molson, I got a flow for that.
Press 1 in the chat. That's a life coach. That's a life coach.
I got a flow.
That's an
for
Easter
that.
egg.
I got a flow for that.
That's an Easter egg life coach right there, folks. If you missed it,
Oh, jeez.
that's why the new toilet seats, when you sit on them or something, they turn blue underneath. I mean, we had to have that. Somebody said we had to have that.
Mine doesn't. I'm missing out.
You're missing
I
out.
want a light up toilet seat.
Well, they got the little wish lights you can put on the underside of the toilet lid.
What's the target in the bowl?
I mean, I have the Captain America shield that lights up on the water, but
Wow.
I can't wait. I can't wait to come down to Texas and say, "Can I use the bathroom?"
Oh,
just turn the lights off. You'll never miss it.
It's that adamant.
Don's in Shane's bathroom. Don's in Shane's bathroom trying to take out Captain America.
Still, they make you feel for that, Don.
Oh.
I'm gonna make a bad joke, but I won't.
Oh, go ahead. What the hell?
Man.
It's already been made.
Only an hour
Right.
and 25
Right.
minutes. Now you're gonna become conservative.
That's okay. No, I won't.
All right. Wait. Here's a good one for you. Shaq and Greg. Greg comes up with, let's talk toilet seats. Round or oval?
I prefer the one with a cutout so that my neck doesn't get. Anyway, sorry.
Listen, self-swirlies are out. Okay.
I think he's talking more about praying to the porcelain gods.
Are we sure we want to go here with this?
We've already gone.
God, give us another topic.
Only on tequila night.
Yeah.
So there you go.
See, even cat's going.
Well, I was going to talk about. Well, my joke was about the bidet, but I'm not going to.
Go ahead. Say it. What do you?
No, I was just going to make a stupid joke, making fun of myself, and saying I went into a washroom and they had a water fountain right beside the toilet.
That's good water.
The pressure was amazing.
Yeah, this is tasty water.
I just hope they don't use it. It's not recycled,
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it. Listen, I'm gonna say it because everyone else is afraid to say it. I've never used a bidet, but let me tell you something. If the opportunity comes, I'm gonna try it. As long as that water's warm. First of all, the water.
Well,
it better not be high pressure. It better not be no high pressure fire hose.
Yeah, Don, you got to let it run for a while, like at your house, to get hot to get warm water.
Exactly. But here's the thing, though. Theoretically, that is the smartest thing, man. To have that undercarriage cleaned out like that, that's smart.
I'm gonna have to mark this podcast explicit.
You guys
talking about
toilets,
watching your undercarriage there.
You guys are talking toilets. It reminds me of trying to find an American toilet when I was in China for 7 weeks. You guys know the story, but that's a Discord story. I'm not going to talk about it here.
One of y'all just had to bring up 80 meters a while ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Look what happened. Look what happened. Completely derailed it.
Might as well hit the PTT button on this screen.
Please copy.
Yeah.
Kyle, do you have any trivia coming up anytime soon, or is that kind of
so
on hiatus? Or?
Yeah, Shaq and Greg kind of scolded me in the chat. That bastard about. Are you going to do trivia?
Watch your language on this stream, young man.
How do you really feel?
Actually, it was Norm. Norm sent me an email and said, hint, hint, your 1-year anniversary for trivia is the same weekend as Huntsville.
Oh, wow. No kidding.
So I couldn't believe it'd been a year. So I, went back and forth mainly with Gray or with Norm on maybe we can do something Friday night, blah, 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 blah. And then I got to thinking, you know what? I'm going to go down to Huntsville. I want to enjoy myself. I don't want to start wrangling cats, and come on, let's play trivia. Everyone shut up. Can we just get through this round, because it's going to be nonstop. Just people are just going to, want to have fun. They're going to want to do their own thing. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to take August off and we're going to go down to Huntsville and have a good time. And then we'll resume it in September. But I think, Jason is doing Oh no, there's a backpacking trip that Jason's going to be on in September. So he is moving his happy hour to my trivia weekend, and trivia is going to be at 7:00, and then happy hour is going to be at 8.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
So we're going to take August off, and we're going to enjoy Huntsville, and there may or may not be some live streaming of Huntsville activities on my channel.
There will be.
Oh.
As long as we have enough Wi-Fi, I plan on doing a live stream or something myself down there.
Yeah, so I think that I'm gonna probably stream some of the Hamfest, and it all depends on how much beer I have and if I can hit the go live button. How about that?
Are you staying out at the park where everyone else is at?
No, I have an Airbnb that is right outside of the park, so I can literally walk back to the
Stumbling
Airbnb.
distance.
So,
Walk or stumble.
yes.
Yeah, stumbling distance.
I can see the ranger station watching him walk back to the cabin.
Right?
I might get one of those. I might steal one of those motorized scooters from St. Louis and bring it down.
There you go.
Put it in the back of the truck and just scoot home.
Just
Who's
don't
the
take
cops
one that's
chasing
parked
on the
outside of the
scooter?
Hamfest.
Yeah.
Kyle, are you one of those guys that are like, hey guys, I'm going camping this weekend? Oh yeah, where are you going? Airbnb.
No, I'm not one of those. But I do have friends that are. They're like, oh, we're going camping. I'm like, oh, where are you going? They're like, oh, in an RV park. And I'm like, but
That's not camping.
yeah,
Right?
It's not.
I will
your
say
camping.
that whenever I go camping, after a couple of days, I need a shower. I cannot go
Thankfully,
more
my
than in
cabin
my
has a
old
shower.
in my old age. I need a shower every couple of days, or I'm just
Bidet.
unbearable. Oh, bidet, yeah.
Get that undercarriage cleaned out.
Yeah, that is a solid reason.
There it is. Back to life.
That's what a stream is for. That's right, Carlos.
Exactly.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Wow.
I'm gonna grab another cigar here because someone tells me I'm gonna need another cigar.
Did you see Greg's comment? Greg goes, I can't wait
Yes.
to meet you. Hopefully my fever goes away and my taste comes back. Oh, jeez. If anybody
like
sees
running from
Greg
Greg.
walking towards me, please give me a please copy. Get out of here.
Run,
Right.
Kyle, run!
Run! Here he comes.
It's the Greg.
Hey Kyle, there's 4 of our guys here who are going. Do you need a chaperone for the weekend while you're there? Just
Well, I might
Count again.
after I might get some beer in me. I might need a chaperone.
Jackie
I'm
Greg,
not-
there's your opportunity.
I can just imagine like it's Shaq and Greg and myself, and it's like that scene from 16 Candles where the donger need food.
Again, we
I
just
can't
all dated ourselves.
I can't believe almost 500 people are subbed to this channel.
I'm
we love
starting
each and every one of you.
to wonder. I'm seeing Carlos and Jeff and Dixie and Carlos and Jeff, and are they the only ones left?
I know, right?
No, 48.
No, they're still in
still
there.
have 48
Oh,
with
it's
us.
so good.
All right.
There's 48 hanging out with us there, yeah.
Thank-
Oh,
thank you
49
all.
now.
And
They might have
71
it on
thumbs
mute,
up.
but they're still here in spirit.
Exactly.
Oh,
Very good.
too funny.
Let's see. What are we at? We're at 447 subscribers on our channel right now.
You know
Pretty
what?
awesome.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice of them.
Was that
I like
400
that they didn't know what they
400
were
of
getting
those are
themselves
Joe Brett's
into.
other accounts.
You're not
I ran
supposed to
out of
tell
accounts,
everybody
yeah.
that. I ran out of email addresses. Well, I've had a blast doing this. We've I'm gonna tease something that I didn't tell anybody else that I'm gonna tease tonight. We have a very special show coming up in September. And if you have not subscribed to the channel and have not hit the notification bell, highly suggest you do so and follow the channel channel on Twitter. It's very easy to find us. It's Ham Radio Club Ho 1.
I'm sorry.
find us on Twitter, and follow us on Twitter. We've got a really cool show coming for you towards the beginning of September, and I think everyone's going to enjoy the guests that we have for that. And that's all I'm going to say, and nobody else spoil it. We're just going to leave it at that. We'll start teasing that probably the last week of this month, getting ready for that show. But looking forward to having that guest on the show.
I will say one other teaser, and it goes along with this. We are working on guests that have not been on other shows, who are unique to this channel that you won't see on other channels, and got some really cool things coming up. Just to go on top of what Shane said, I'm excited for that show, Shane. I know all of us are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's some cool things in the pipelines right now, so
I can't wait until you guys have like a donkey on.
Well, I mean,
I'm here, buddy.
I'm here.
We actually have an exec.
Wrong
No.
internet. Wrong.
We have an exec
wrong,
meeting
no.
after this.
This is
and
not
that-
Mexico.
No, that's number 5 on my list to bring up, guys.
I was gonna say, have you seen this guy right here?
Tasting his dinner.
I mean, we do have a jackass, but you know.
Hey, we agreed you were going to call me a donkey, not a jackass, okay?
It's the same
We
thing.
agreed to be respectable here.
Craig.
Respectable. Who? Get out.
Yeah, the scouts got it right. No donkey, just plenty of asses.
Exactly. 6 of them at a minimum.
Too funny.
Excuse me.
I would like to recognize Kyle as a not ass, just to clarify that.
Just a slight ass.
He's an ass light.
Ass light.
Shaq and Greg, just sorry, but he has no ass. I know you're an ass, man. I just want to say that.
Just enough ass that he needs a bidet.
There's nothing wrong with a bidet.
Oh man, we just lost a lot of people. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm gonna mail it for my prayer clock this week, and I'll
And that was the last time Kyle was on Clubhouse.
Hold on a second. I think we have a first-time viewer, Arthur Heron. Welcome to the show. Evening from around the country.
Hello, Arthur.
Welcome to the fun.
Fun.
And I'm sorry.
What you've walked into has completely taken a left turn from somewhere. I don't know.
I promise you won't step in anything while you're here in the clubhouse.
I'm glad I grabbed another cigar. This is a good cigar. Man,
I'm gonna stop speaking for tonight. That wasn't me, anyways. But yeah, no. It's your life, but Carlos, he says the XYL is next to me, looking at me. These are your ham friends.
Yes, we are.
These are the bad choices that I associate with.
Your mother always said, "Choose your friends very carefully."
Yep.
I need a refill. I'll be right back.
Listen, if this is the worst, guess what? Then I don't care.
Beer Snack wanted to have fun, so that's what we do. We have fun.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Listen, here's the truth, okay? There's the majority of people, when they're with their friends, they let loose, right? We all know it. There's the public thing that happens, but here we're letting loose. This is the clubhouse, and it goes where it goes. And obviously we have limitations, but we don't mind having fun. There's so if that's what you like, subscribe, follow us. If you don't, hey, there's something else for you around the neighborhood, and that's it. And but we're happy if you stick around and have fun with us. So,
Carlos said
like,
something about working
yeah,
him
like
this weekend.
Carlos. Is Carlos gonna fall out of the sky somewhere?
No, I don't think. I think Carlos is not coming anymore.
No,
I don't think so. But he said something about it.
Oh yeah.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
that.
Is he gonna do a jump in Chicago?
Inside a Poda Park.
I don't know.
Poda Park airspace, maybe.
That don't sound legal.
Parachutes on the air.
Parachutes on the air.
Now,
So
a POTA is within the airspace. So if you jump into a POTA, right? Can't you call POTA?
Yes,
think
yes, you
you
can. You just got to make sure you get 10 on the way down.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that video? Mike K8 MRD sitting there poting his little heart out, and then Carlos just falls right into the picnic table.
You're 5'9".
You're 5'9".
You're 5'9". You're 5'9".
Oh, I
See,
want
I
to know.
know
antenna
Carlos,
boy.
he just drops down and
So-
goes, "You're 5'9".
Yeah, but is this another one of your interpretations of just have fun, where if you're falling from the sky above the park, it counts? Or is it like with the actual reality that Kyle said before with your transmitter receiver have to be within 1,000 feet? Is there actual regulations for that?
The definition for for being inside the park is you have to be within the boundary of the park. Well, the boundary extends from the ground all the way up. So
I
as long as
think
you are
that's-
in the boundary of the
come
park.
Come
Hey, listen,
on.
there's always gray area.
Until they amend the rules to say you can't fly into it from the sky.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think Walt Disney World is saying that 400 feet in the air is their park, or 500 feet in the air is their park. That's air traffic control. That's
fly
state-
over it
that's
and try.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Disney is actually restricted airspace.
Correct.
Oh gosh. Yeah, okay, but you know what I mean. Like there's a limitation to
Yeah,
what is the
okay.
actual control of the park.
Yep.
You're welcome,
And
Greg.
Kyle, you're a Part
all of
107
them.
pilot, aren't you?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I know Shane is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shane, what's the airspace limit for a park?
The park has given us permission. We cannot fly over the cabins or the campsites, but we have permission to fly the drones at Montesano, which I plan to do.
Hey, so what's the height restrictions for your drone when you go above the park? Like just based on your license?
400 feet.
400 feet.
Okay, so would a POTA be 400 feet and less? Just
Wait, that's
Come
two
on.
different rules.
So
That's-
while you
that's
were
the
gone,
rules.
Shane, we were discussing Carlos going into a part from the plane to the ground.
Two different scenarios here.
He would
right?
have to be
Right,
inside
exactly.
the boundaries of the park.
Kyle
Yeah.
is correct. Kyle is correct.
But the boundaries extend
We're
up
talking
into
we're
infinity.
talking
Right?
apples. We're talking apples and
no.
bowling balls. Guys. So hang on here.
So, from what I understand, what Beer Snack said is you've got a boundary here and you got a boundary here, and it extends all the way up through the airspace, right? I don't know how far it extends.
I have to go and look, but some, if not most, the airspace will start at say 200 feet above the ground. From that point on, it is federal airspace.
Oh,
So
okay.
it depends on where you're at. Even above your house, you don't own the airspace above your house. That is federally controlled airspace, even in class golf airspace.
Okay,
Ah,
that's
okay.
great. But can you still call CQ POTA from up there and be
Yes,
inside the boundary on
no.
the ground? That's all.
No.
What?
No.
You were with me, and where did I lose you?
Joe,
You have to be
Right.
physically
Shane,
inside
I'll be
the
right
park
back.
boundaries.
If I got my GPS on my phone and I'm 30,000 feet in the air, but I'm still inside that.
Because the boundary of the park would end wherever the federal airspace begins.
Unless you're in a federal park.
I got you.
There you go, Scout.
Oh, beer snack.
But you're not allowed to fly inside of a federal park, though. That's just it.
Parachute's different, though.
That's right, Carlos. You can and you will.
Yes,
Just have
Carlos,
fun
you
and
can,
do it.
You can fall inside the park boundary.
Send your
just
logs
can't
to
fly in
Steve.
the
We'll
park
take
boundary.
care of it.
Yeah, Steve will make sure that
Absolutely.
log gets processed.
Yes, I will.
Exactly. And I'll be sure to listen on my remote SDR.
So was I right? Sorry, I just had to run it. Was I right? Just wanted to clarify.
No,
Yes, you were
absolutely
right.
not.
No,
So, look at Molson taking a drink now. I'm right. I'm the drink.
I'm right.
I'm right.
Molson,
I'm
what
gonna
do you
tell
drink?
you I'm right. I'm gonna tell you I'm right.
No, but
Molson, what are you
okay,
drinking?
I'm just having
Jack
whiskey with a little
Daniels.
bit of coke in it. Listen,
Yeah.
there's gray areas, and then there's really going way off into like, come on.
That is a unapproved methane release.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
So Jason N3YAZ says, so if a skydiver farts above 200 feet, would that be federal charge for pollution?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason, congratulations.
that's a-
You just broke beer snack. Breaking beer
That is an
snack.
unauthorized methane release. You betcha. You're going to do some time, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have to ask Carlos how many times one of his never mind.
Yeah, and
How else do you think he stays warm?
Right.
you don't want to be charged for littering in that airspace.
That's called jet propulsion.
This stream, I swear.
Carlos,
I love you guys.
Yeah, Carlos.
It all started with the bidet. See how it all started?
And downhill from there.
Yep.
So
don't
Carlos,
even talk
if you want to do CQ Poda from Buddy, do it because you're still gonna get a shitload of contacts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Who knows? Maybe I'll decide to be a grumpy OM, and when you go CQ Poda, it'll be CQ, and I'll come on not Poda, CQ not Poda.
Well, you know what I would do is I'd go on QRZ forums and start talking crap about it. I mean that's one way to rile them up.
I think that's.
Can you believe this? What this guy did? He called CQ at more than 200 feet. I mean, it would.
And he released methane while he was up
Mobile
there.
is ruining ham radio.
Yeah, he was blowing ass all the way down too.
Would that bring a new meaning? See, I think they should rename the radar Rhino so that it's like skydiving related, because radar, and then recall. Give it a new name. I really think they should do it. We should put a letter into Vance and ask them to do that.
I think they're way too busy.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about how many parks they just added to South Carolina.
I got a park in my town I'm trying to get added. I can't even get that added.
Can you imagine they open their email and there's like 5 or 6 emails about that, and they're just like, really?
Yeah. The guys
out of all the emails.
The guys on Ham Radio Crash Course said
Crash Course? Okay. Give them the blame.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Josh. Ham Radio Clubhouse said.
Tell him Josh sent you.
No.
Exactly.
Josh, all 7 of Josh's people on the stream said. What?
Hold on, let me change my little name tag to something else. A different call sign.
So Don, you have 6 all-time new ones in Connecticut.
So we were at 133. Now we have 139.
You have 6 parks that have not been activated yet.
Go get them, Don.
Oh, Pennsylvania just added all the game lands.
And it's going to rain, and it's going to rain tomorrow and Thursday. And
you guys see that face that he made?
I know.
Don, which park did you want added?
It's called Messersmith.
Okay, that was not one of them.
Because my buddy Steve, my mapping guy, my mapping rep, was working with me. It's a state funded actual. It meets the criteria, but at the time they were being inundated. They said, "Hang," and it was nothing personal. It was business. Yeah. Listen, nothing for a while. We need to, and I get it. These guys have got to concentrate on a lot of things. They were unveiling a new website, and it's wonderful things. So listen.
Wait, Don, you have a hut that you could put up and even activate during the rain. So,
but I have no vehicle for a day and a half. That's
right. Bum, bum, bum.
Wah, wah. I'm stuck home tomorrow.
And if I'm reading my chart correctly, the airspace starts at 700 feet above Montesano. So, as long as you're 700 feet or below, you're good.
Very nice.
That's
when does he have to pull? When does he have to pull the chute? When is he?
Before he hits the ground.
Like,
I won't ask.
You had to ask the question. You had to ask the question. If you ask the question, you're going to get an answer.
That was a serious question.
I mean, I gave you a serious answer. I
love you, Shane.
Definitely wouldn't want him to pull after he hits the ground.
Right. What good is that?
Yeah.
How's he going to submit his photo log?
Steve will still get it done. Don't worry.
Hold on. I found one on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, it was a parachute for sale, used once, never opened. There's a small stain.
Oh goodness!
I'll buy it.
And I'm out.
I don't see Carlos commenting, so I think we might have.
Yeah, I think he's had enough. He's had enough of us.
He's out. He's out. Well, it is 10 minutes until the top of the hour, and we've got several folks in here. So why don't we take just a minute to kind of wrap up where we're at? What's going on? What's going on with? Really? What's going on? What's coming up? And
He's still here.
He said he'd buy it.
He'd buy it.
He's by it.
oh goodness,
Carlos, you know that we love you. We're just
absolutely.
It's at your expense tonight.
I mean, he did bring up Airspace Mobile, so
jokes are on you.
All right, so let's start wrapping it up. Izzo, my friend, what's new and what's coming up on your channel? I know you said you have a video tomorrow.
Video tomorrow night. I believe it's at 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. So that's what 6:45 for all y'all guys. Or wait, maybe it's 7:45. I forget. It's go to YouTube. Go to my channel, Smoke Signals RF, and you can see it. It's posted as a premiere, and you follow me on Twitter. And I'm also going to be looking for any used parachutes or So if you got a link, send me. Let me know. And
preferably the unstained ones.
And I'm always here on Tuesday nights supporting this great friendship of brothers here as we discuss everything ham radio and even some things that are not ham radio, but they're all ham radio related. And guess what? You're all 5'9" tonight, especially Joe.
You're all
Brett.
5'9" in my book.
Joe Brett is 5'9". Joe Brett's 5'9", 20 over tonight.
Exactly. All right, Steve, when are we going to get that second video from you, my friend?
Oh, I'm working on a couple of things. I teased the battery charging station that I use on my Hamdom Thoughts episode. So I'm working on getting that one edited up. And so that'll probably be the next one coming. And then
we should film something at Huntsville.
Yeah, I was going to say there may be some Huntsville stuff coming.
Yeah.
So
we'll definitely look forward to that. I want to see more of this fantastic Steve content that you got coming up. The more practice, the easier the edits get, I promise. I have a flow. Whenever I make my videos, I shoot those videos in a specific flow so that when the editing comes up, the editing takes me about maybe 2 hours if it's a 20-minute video, something like that. It helps out a ton.
Okay.
So, it does. You're right. Absolutely right. Shane is correct.
Kyle, do you have anything coming up on your channel, my friend?
I don't. Look for me at Huntsville if you're going to be down there. Just released a video on a master class Sterling did for making satellite contacts. If you go over there and take a look.
That was funny. That was good. That was very, very good. Thank you.
I'm not really sure if you want.
Please link that.
I don't know if you want to do exactly what Sterling did, but I saw that video. I'm just like, I got to cut this up and make a video.
That was great. That was very ingenious, Kyle. That was great.
So go over there, subscribe to my channel. Got some Node Reds. Got some. I'm a big contester, so I got a lot of contesting stuff. But where you got Missouri QSO was a couple weekends ago, so we're gonna have some videos there. And I will see you guys. Yep, you did. And I will see you guys at Huntsville. Thank you.
We will be there, my friend. We will definitely be there. Joe Brett, when are we gonna get another live stream?
This weekend, probably at some point. Don't know what the quality will be, but it'll be fun, I'm sure.
Well, I have a cabin down there, so if you want to come down there where all the cool kids are at and want to run a stream, we could do some QSOs.
I got a cabin too, so.
But you're down. You're up in the adult section. You got to come down to the kids section.
Cabin's on the air.
Cabin's on the air, right?
Yeah, please copy.
I want to see how many people I can talk to on my HT that are in the same park to activate it.
Right. Yeah, I got to remember bringing that. So that's all we got looking forward to right now. Just go do those festivities and meet some folks that still show up and put a lot of tickets in for the prize.
Yeah, I need to sell my second born or something like that. Maybe it's my dog, or we'll get plenty of tickets.
No, don't sell him.
Oh, he'll come back. Trust me, he'll come back. Beer Snack, what you got coming up? I guess we'll see you on Thursday.
No, not this week. It was tonight. It was earlier tonight.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It was the
That's right,
developer
because
stream.
everyone else. Okay, gotcha.
There's a lot going on. So no, there's no FT8 off this Thursday as of right now. I might steal it. I don't know.
You should.
There you go.
If that happens, if it happens, it happens. There'll be a little pop-up party. Other than that, you're looking at, what it is. Got a lot going on, and I appreciate everybody, up here on the screen and everybody in the chat. Thanks, guys, for everything. Real quick, if you guys enjoy yourselves, enjoy us, and you just want to buy us a couple beers, don't forget top of the chat, and down below, buy us a coffee, guys.
Awesome.
Have a good night.
Thanks for setting that up, my buddy. Daniel, we learn. We got something coming up for us.
3 things. Dropped a video tonight and check out my channel. I got projects coming out. Number 2, I was on Frank's stream last night, Tank Radio. Check
Thanks
it out.
for filling
He
in
did
for
a
me. I
great job
appreciate that.
with and Shane. I try to be the better looking version of you, but it didn't work out. And number 3, we were talking about Carlos tonight. His channel is Life at Terminal Velocity. Check it out. So Tank Radio, We Build, We Learn, Life at Terminal Velocity. You won't be disappointed in any of them. That's
Absolutely. And also check out, I believe it was Smokin' Ape. Did Smokin' Ape put out a video for the, they want to get for the 5,000 views? Or is that on? Yeah. So Smokin' Ape, go to his channel. They did a video for a mega giveaway. So if you're wanting to support those guys, they need 5,000 views, I think, by the end of this week.
It was 5 days from the video drop. So that's what, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, tomorrow.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
Get in there.
So go in there, log into all of your devices and all your accounts, and show some love on Ape stuff there. Myself, I don't have anything coming up. Well, I'll take that back. I'm gonna film something at the Huntsville Hamfest. I'm gonna have a lot of fun there. Looking forward to meeting people that I've just seen online. Like I said earlier. Anyway, looking forward to a fantastic event. I've got a video. I'm trying to get to where I'm producing more than one video a month. It's just a lot to take care of. Kay at MRD and I have got a contest coming up. I'm sure some of you have seen that. That's probably going to be in October sometime. Stay tuned.
That may happen at Montesano.
Well, if it may, depending on who's got the radio and who I can borrow, because I'm flying and they won't let me fly with a 7300 and a big old battery. So I have to borrow some stuffs. That'll work. That will work. But anyway, that's all I've got. And I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. And let's give that awkward wave.
Catch us on the podcast, too.
Absolutely. Catch us on the podcast. The link to that is in there. Or if anywhere you get your podcast from, it should be there. I've done a really hard work trying to get all that pushed out to everybody. But anyway, good night, 73.